Hi guys, I'm coming at you today with a fun 10-minute cardio strength workout that doesn't require any equipment. And what I love about today's workout is that it's you against yourself. So we're gonna do something called an AMRAP for the main part of the workout. And what that stands for is as many rounds as possible. Basically, there's gonna be a series of 4 moves and you're gonna do 10 reps of each one of those 4 moves right in a row. And that basically would count as 1 round. You're gonna be cycling through as many rounds as you personally can in a time limit that I'm gonna set for you. And the cool thing is that you can come back to this and you can try to beat your best each time. So let's get going. Grab a drink, a towel if you anticipate some sweat coming, which most likely that is gonna happen, so grab that and let's get going. We're gonna start with a quick 2-minute warm up, you guys. Just go ahead and I want you just to jog it out, just to get that blood flowing, get those legs warmed up, because we're definitely gonna need them in this workout. If you need to just march it, you can do that too, to take any of the impact out. Okay, so just stay here for about 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna go into another warm up move. But today's moves, you're gonna get the heart rate up. Some of them are gonna involve your entire, well, most of them are gonna involve your entire body. Right now we're doing hip openers. So just, you can have the hands out in front or on your hips, wherever, and you're just circling the knee, basically up and around, just to open up those hips and continue to get the legs warmed up. But yeah, it'll be a great full body workout to help you build strength, get that heart rate up. All right, now let's take a few minutes. Let's just do some arm circles toward the back. So just reach up and around as far as you can go, just to get those arms waking up a little bit, because we do have a couple of moves that are definitely gonna involve your arms. And let's switch to the other direction. So up and around. And the great thing about the one today, you don't need any equipment, literally just yourself, and that's it. All right. In our AMRAP, we are gonna finish with a core move. So let's just do some torso twists. Just keep those shoulders down and squeeze that core nice and strong, but just get a little twist in your torso here to wake that core up. All right, guys, I'm just gonna do a quick demonstration of the 4 moves that you have coming. So that way when we start the AMRAP, when we start the time, you know what you're doing. So the first move is gonna be 10 jumping jacks. Okay, so we're just gonna get that heart rate going a little bit here. Arms and legs are both involved, core is squeezing. So this is just your regular option for jumping jacks, okay? If you want to take the jump out, then you can just tap it side to side. If you're feeling like you're really up for a challenge and want to ramp it up a bit from your regular jumping jack, you are always welcome to do star jacks. Okay, with those, you can do them continuously, or if you need a little break at the bottom, but just make sure you're landing softly if you're adding that extra jump in. So you're gonna do 10 of those. You're then gonna go into 10 body weight squats. So legs a little bit further than shoulder width apart. All right, you're gonna sink that butt down and back like you're sitting into a chair. Okay, so you're getting that flexion at the hip, or excuse me, at the knees. You can get those hamstrings parallel to the ground without hurting yourself. It's a great target to aim for. Okay, make sure shoulders stay down and back, make sure your lower back is not arching. And when you come up out of that squat, press those hips forward, squeeze the butt cheeks. If you need to modify this, just shorten your range of motion, okay? And if you feel like you need more of a challenge than just 10 body weight squats, you can always turn them into squat jumps. Just land it softly, all right? So there's some options there. From there, we're gonna go into, we're gonna hit the floor for the last 2 moves. The first one will be mountain climbers. So you're gonna want your wrists directly under your shoulders, heels pressing back, shoulders down and back. You're just looking out in front, really just down, not out in front, but just down right in front of your hands. And then you're going to drive those knees in toward your chest. Okay, so you'll have 10 of these. So we'll count them 1, 2, 3, 4, count them like that. If you need to modify this, you can take the jump out and just tap the foot up. Okay. If it's still too much for you to hold up your body weight on your wrists, then you can actually completely change this move and just come down to a low plank if you need to. And instead of driving the knee up, you can always just straighten the legs out and alternate that and count those as 1, 2, 3, 4. Just make sure that core is nice and strong, back is nice and flat. All right, so then after the 10 mountain climbers, you're gonna come onto your back and we're just gonna do 10 toe touches. So you're gonna start with your back glued down to the ground. Your legs are as straight up as possible, and all you're doing with both hands is just reaching. 2, 3, 4. So just make sure the shoulders, again, they're not crunching up, just nice and relaxed, down and back. If you need to modify this, then you can just shorten the range of motion. You can take your hands completely out of it and maybe just do some crunches if that feels better. Right? But 10 of each move, and that counts as 1 round. As you finish the 1 round, keep track of it. If you can keep track in your head, awesome. I usually have to write it down because I'll forget otherwise. You can just keep tally marks, but you're trying to see and push yourself to see how many rounds that you can personally get through in 4 minutes, okay? We're gonna try not to take any breaks. And yeah, that's what it's gonna look like, you guys. So let's get ready to go. All right, you guys, we got 4 minutes on the clock. I'll give you time cues throughout so that you know how much time is left. Push yourself on this, but make sure you're doing things with proper form, okay? So if something starts to feel funny or hurt or your form is completely off, then you need to modify or just slow down a little bit. So it is a race against the clock, but not something that is going to cause you to hurt yourself. So we are gonna begin in 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go, guys. So 10 jumping jacks. Now we're going into those 10 body weight squats. And again, you're going at your own pace. You don't have to keep pace with me. I'm just doing this here with you. I probably won't talk too much because I gotta count. That's 10. Now we go down for 10 mountain climbers. And I'm gonna just roll right down here, right into those toe reaches. And that's 1 round, guys. So mark it off, whatever you need to do, write it down, remember it, and we go right into the next one. Squats. Keep that core squeezing. Get low. Mountain climbers. Toe touches. That's 2 rounds for me. Jumping jacks. You guys got this, keep it going. Get some music on, something that's gonna keep you pumped up, let the time to fly by. Make sure that core is staying nice and strong on all of these moves. Good news, we're more than halfway done. We're at about 1:48 right now. So push yourself. Squats. If you're not breathing heavy yet, you gotta push a little harder. I lost track on that one. I think that was 10. How many you're at. All right, guys, here we go. We got about a minute left. So really push, but keep that form, keep it safe. Come on, come on. About 30 seconds left, so keep going. And if you don't make it through the whole round, you just write down where you left off or where you made it to. Fifteen seconds. That's time, you guys. So I would record, I made it through 5 full rounds, plus I made it through 3 of the 4 moves, so 5 3/4 rounds. Then you can come back to this and try it again and see if you can beat your best, even if you beat it by just 1 rep. So let's take a second, pull it down. Let's come back down to the ground, or if you're still there, stay there. Do a little child's pose. So just reach those arms up. Ooh, open up the back, those lats. Just take some deep breaths. Let's come up to a tabletop, little cat-cow. So round and then release. Just kind of stretch out that core. Come into a flexor stretch. So press those hips to the front. Guys, if you have kids like I do, maybe the school year's starting up, you're kind of getting back into that routine, which if you're like me, and I thrive on routine, like I love that kind of thing, but just know that your fitness does not have to be complicated. Your nutrition does not have to be complicated or time consuming. You can get a good workout in just 20 to 30 minutes, and if you're doing it 4 to 5 days a week, that's awesome. Or really whatever you can do. Maybe it's starting at 3 days a week, maybe it's 6 days a week. But the programs that I have access to, or programs that I can custom create for you based on your needs, they don't have to be complicated. But the biggest thing is just, come on up, having that plan in place, right? Having it laid out for you so you don't have to think about it, and then having someone in your corner, like me, like our online accountability group, that you can check in with every day and get that motivation and support from. Because when you see other busy people that are showing up, it's a lot easier for you to keep showing up too when you see other people getting it done. So I'm here for you, to support you however you can. Hope you guys like that workout. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns, or if there's anything I can do to help you. All right, guys, have a good one.